Hi everyone, I'm Nadia, and in today's video my mom is making a beautiful set of fuchsia resin coasters. The first thing she's doing is adding some blue glitter pieces into a small cup. She's also adding 3D neon blue triangle 3D flakes by Demolding. And then adds a few more different blue glitter flakes. And she carefully starts to place the blue glitter flakes into the molds. And she just uses her finger to place them where she wants. Then she uses some fine blue glitter and uses a small paintbrush to place it into the molds. I'll have all of these products that you see in this video in my description, so be sure to check that out. And she takes some neon pink mica powder by Resin Pro, as well as this mica powder by J Diction in the shade Orchid. Again, she adds a small amount onto the table, and then with a paintbrush, she's easily able to apply it into the mold where she wants. And she goes back with more of the blue flakes. Once she's done adding in her details into the mold, she mixed her part A and part B resin together and then separated it into smaller cups to add in her pigments. The first pigment she's using is Demolding's alcohol ink in the shade Mocha. Followed by Just Resin's pigment paste in the shade Titanium White. And in that same cup, she adds this beautiful pigment paste in the shade Copper, also by Just Resin. Just Resin has so many beautiful pigment pastes. I'll have a 10% discount code in my description, so be sure to check that out if you want to give them a try. Then she also adds a pigment paste in the shade Bronze. And in a separate cup, she goes back and adds in the copper pigment paste. Next, she uses this beautiful shade of fuchsia pigment paste. Next, she uses a magenta transparent pigment by J Diction. And in that same cup, she adds Pinata's alcohol ink in the shade Passion Purple. Now she's ready to start pouring into her molds, and she starts off with the mocha pigmented resin around the edges. It was too transparent, so she carefully adds in some more to make it more opaque. Then she takes her purple pigmented resin and pours right alongside. Followed by her fuchsia pigmented resin. Next, she pours her copper pigmented resin. Followed by her mix of copper, bronze, and white pigmented resin. She circles them each several times around the mold and then grabs her clear resin to pour directly into the center of the mold. She grabs her fuchsia pigmented resin once more and circles around the mold several more times. And she repeats the same process on the remaining molds. Through time, you can see how nicely the pigmented resin is starting to pull into the center. She uses a torch gun to pop any air bubbles, and always be careful to move your torch gun very quickly so that you don't burn your resin or your molds. Then in a small cup, she adds in some more glitter flakes and glitter with a very small amount of resin to be the center detail of her coasters. And with a wooden stick, she applies it into the center of the molds. She also uses the wooden stick to help drag the pigmented resin into the very center so that there is no clear area. And she poured the leftover resin into a flower-shaped mold. Here she is less than a day later, demolding the flower mold before she demolds the coasters so that she's able to shape it into a bowl. It's still a little bit bendy and hasn't fully hardened yet, so it's very easy to shape. So she pushes it into this bowl. And here she is demolding the coasters. And here's how the bowl hardened. And here's the final product. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked this video, subscribe to see more videos like this in the future. Follow me on my Instagram, Summer Girl Designs, and my mom's Instagram, Wild Heart Resin Art.